Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. And in this episode of Stock vs. Tuned, you guys asked me to pick any Mustang and then have that be the stock car and then race it against a tuned Ford Raptor. So the Mustang we're going to use for this is the RTR Spec 5 because it's got a couple of funky things going on, especially with the new transmission. So we're going to run this car in stock form, then we're going to grab a new Raptor, run it stock, and then build it at least up to, well, we'll decide later on if we want to keep it to the same PI that this car is, or if we want to actually, like, just go nuts with it. We'll see kind of how close the matchups are, and then we'll see, hopefully, who wins. Now, I do want to go ahead and mention that because the Raptor is so big and heavy, we might need to exceed the PI of this car, but we're going to go ahead and see what happens when we run this thing stock. These cars definitely sound good, even from the factory. The gears are so close together. I mean, look, 10 speed. It always catches me off guard when I drive one of these stock because I'm generally used to 6 speeds and sometimes 7 speeds. But, like, you get in this thing and it's like, oh yeah, we have 10 gears, just to let you know. It allows you to put the gears really close together, though, and I can see why they did it, but from what I've heard from friends of mine that have driven cars with the 10-speed auto in real life, I haven't personally driven one, but from what I've heard from people that have driven them, they're either, like, it's weird, they either really like them or really don't like them, and I don't know which side to go with because I haven't driven one yet, like, personally, so I'm gonna hold off on my opinions until I actually get to drive one in real life, but I'm actually curious if it'll let us use the in-game launch control on the stock transmissions. So, let's see. Nope. It won't let me do it on the e-brake or the normal brakes. It won't let me do it either way. So, we're just going to do a normal launch. And go! Spun all the way through second and then a little bit up into third, but now that we're up in fourth and crossing 100 miles an hour, it's doing pretty well. God, we're already in sixth. It's so weird. Wow, it's a big gap to seventh. There's 150. Oh, come on. 154.03. Pretty good for a factory Mustang. Like, pretty good for a stock car. Now, I'm sure that the Raptor isn't going to do, like, 154 in stock form. I mean, it's big, it's heavy, and it's not aerodynamically friendly either. But tuned, I'm pretty sure that thing will be able to take that number down. I really don't think it's going to be hard for it. I don't know about you, but it's still weird to hear that sound coming out of a big truck like this. I expected it to bog more off the line, though. Actually takes off pretty well. Feels quick for stock. Let's see how the brakes are. And, oh god, okay, I'm standing on them. And it was probably a good thing that I stood on them when I did, because, whoo, the brake pedal was like, yeah, if I had stepped on the brakes any later, it would have been off in a fence. It likes to be a little bit below red line. It's weird, like the power band isn't always at the top. It's weird. Yeah, I'm not going to try to drift this thing around the roundabout. It's got too much weight and not enough power. So let's go ahead and see how it does through the speed trap. Let's see if this thing will launch. It will. Wow, it will actually let me, like, full-on launch control this thing. Let's see, should I do a little higher? Right above 3,000 RPM. And go! Come on! There's 70. There's 80. Oh, I feel like in the Mustang we were at about 110, 120 by this point. I'm gonna bet on like 120 to 130 range. Oh, maybe that was a little bit high. Well, okay, no, maybe not. 125.5. Okay, so 125 versus about 154 for the Mustang. So I think this thing can definitely get that with some upgrades to the factory engine. I definitely think it's like in the cards for this truck to be able to do that. I don't think it's gonna be hard either. I don't even know. Like, I don't even think we're going to have to fully build it to do it, but we'll come close, most likely. So the RTR Spec 5 Mustang comes in at a PI of A780. Now, this thing is B627, so I'm going to go straight to power mods first, because that's where I want to make sure I get my, use my allowed PI for that, because, again, this is a highway speed event, so that's where I want to spend most of my PI. So let's see, 710, 752, 754. We're not going to have a lot of PI for anything else, that's for sure. All right, so A757 with 918 horsepower and 895 foot-pounds of torque. Oof. That might actually work really well for us. And I'm not really going to mess with much else. I don't think, you know what? I'm going to put some lightweight wheels on it. I don't think I need to, but, oh, I haven't used these in a while. And some people like them, some people hate them, but yeah, I haven't used these in a while. And they reduce 42 pounds. I mean, like, come on. That is worthwhile. Definitely worthwhile. We can only go with, like, off-road race. Oh my god, that puts us right at A780. Like, perfect. Done. Like, literally done. That's the only thing we needed to do. So we're exactly matched with these two on PI right now. Now, we didn't do any weight reduction, though. So we still weigh, what do we weigh? 5,431 pounds. This thing is heavy. But without any further ado, let's head back to the highway, see what this modified Raptor will do, and see if it can beat that 154. I have faith in it. I have faith that it can. You have to shift it kind of slow, otherwise it gets mad at you. You really do. It's weird. Probably because I have a race flywheel on a stock transmission and clutch. Oh god, the brakes! Woo! The over 900 horsepower thing is nice, though. Properly nice. I have a feeling we're going to get it. I wonder if it'll drift around the roundabout now. I really hope it will. You can really throw the weight around on the stock suspension. Oh, man, it bogged out. Come on. There we go. It'll keep sliding for a little bit. It's just kind of hard to keep it going. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to really keep it going and just stay in it. Like, because if you stay in it for long enough, it just straightens itself right back out. But without any further ado, let's run the tuned Raptor. Oh, boy. And see what it can do. I have a feeling it's going to demolish the Mustang. Well, I don't know. Demolish is a strong word. 3, 2, 1, go. That's one of the cleanest launches I've ever seen, and the weight is probably helping with that. The weight and the off-road race tires. There's 120. 130. Into 7th. 140. Oh, come on. Oh, this is going to be really close. Oh, we just barely. 155. Oh, my God. That's one of the closest battles. That is 100% one of the closest battles we've had in a long time. This thing is a beast. To be fair, I did not think the battle was going to be that close. I thought it was going to be close-ish, but I did not think it was going to come that close. I mean, it's one of those things where you think, yeah, it'll probably just, it's got so much more power, it'll probably just, you know, be that much faster. But I think number one thing that I think held this thing back was its weight, obviously. I think if we did a little bit more weight reduction, then it would have helped a lot. But at the end of the day, though, these things are way, way closer to each other than I would have thought, and especially for this thing having that much more power. But if you guys enjoyed this episode of Stock vs. Tuned, make sure to click that like button, hit that notification button so you're up to date on every single video, and I will see you guys next time. And don't forget to leave your suggestions in the comments below.